Today in the mail, I got a few books from Gutter Pop Comics. They had a Instagram flash sale they needed for some minor repairs on their ceiling. And if you haven't used Gutter Pop Comics, they're really a great store out of Buffalo, New York. Stephen Floyd, who's the owner, is a really stand-up guy. He's a guy that supports not only the mainstream comics, but also manga and small independent press. He's the kind of owner that the industry needs a lot more of. So this is what I picked up. So I had a half off sale. And so I was able to pick these books up. First is Tonoharu. This is a book that was recommended to me by Colin, my friend Colin, who does the Loading the Canon YouTube review show. It's a 3-book series. It's a story about an American that decides to take a job as a junior high school teacher in a rural town in Japan. Each page is these 4-panel pages. Reminds me a lot of like comic strips, but it's a lot more detailed, a lot more involved. Looking forward to it. These books are available on eBay, but people ask for a lot of money for these books. But if you dig around, you can find better deals, and for half off the cover price, it was a great deal. Next, I have Carl Stevens' Failure. Carl Stevens, I first got familiar with him with his book Penny, the book about his cat. And last year when I was in Boston, I picked up a copy of Guilty, which was a graphic novel that he produced after winning a Zurich grant. And the art style is very different. Now he's doing a lot of work that's watercolored, color with watercolor, very subtle work. His earlier work had a lot of more detail, a lot of cross-hatching. And this is a collection. It's called Failure. It's a collection of strips that he did for an alternative Boston newspaper called the Boston Phoenix. And anytime I see Carl Stevens books, I like to pick them up. I think he's very interesting. I like the work that he does here. And this is just mixed media. Here's some painting. Here's just some actual drawing. This looks like him, so there's some auto bio in here. It's really good. I really like this a lot. I like his work. He's pretty diverse. And lastly, I got Dynamite Diva, The One-Eyed Wild Ride by Jasper Juvenville. This book, I did see the Kickstarter. I didn't back it. I seen this book around, and when I saw it was available, I had to pick it up. The one thing about this book that I wasn't aware of is this book is like magazine size. It's a good thick book, but it's magazine size. It's well made. Colors are great. This art style, I can't pin it down. It looks cartoony, like you would see in some spots, like in the cartoon strips, but it's a unique style. I keep thinking it reminds me of something I've seen, but it's not. But it's unique in its own way. Like this looks like something out of almost could have been out of like Dick Tracy, and also with the ugly people here too from Chester Gould. But I'm not saying it looks like Chester Gould. It just gives off that panel gives off that vibe. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. I should have been reading Jasper sooner, especially since he's friends with Nate Garcia. So I'm trying to rectify that. So that's it. Just a nice sale that was available. When he does these sales, he just does them as a live video on his Instagram. So follow Gutter Pop Comics on Instagram. And for that and other cool content that Stephen posts. So Stephen does have a very wide, diverse range of books that he gets and promotes. And I think there's something for everyone there. Thanks.